of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Tyler Scott now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Williams starting with the pass here. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw by Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again with Swift. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down, here's Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now, and now the ball's in his hands.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
blocker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that
play. Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw on 3rd down. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. 1st down. Here's Swift. And he's stopped out of the 16 after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, They could be the big gains of next week.
Swift gets it again on second down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here he is on third and long. He'll make a bid for it on it. Williams hit, that ball's out. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. Staying grounded with Swift. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Putting a receiver in motion. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal. Williams set to pass. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
A 23-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-0. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. On play action now. McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings trailing in the early going. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up, 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Another throw here for McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, McCarthy to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down, Minnesota.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Play action, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for 1 more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Ty Chandler to return. This makes it up to the 25. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Right, that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's running for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field.
At their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Williams on 1st down. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And the Vikings rush brings him down.
I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They've got first down from the 31. I'll start with a give to Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. McCarthy looking to throw. Has a big strike to Addison. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
1st and 10, here's Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Ruben Hippolyte II able to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Jones once more. He finds space into the red zone. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
At the 16-yard line. Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Vikings take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Richard set to kick this away. Scott now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Williams from the gun. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now. To the good light, moved out the hood, how you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, the sound of with my eyes. Chick till she smash the gun. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. Just talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma take it.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's gonna send this one forward. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Stepping up, and he's going to run. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd down carry for Jones. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Reichert connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. He can run it. Williams hit, and that ball's out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
How about the quick thinking and the reaction from everybody on that side of the ball? See an opportunity to rip the ball free, and then everybody switches to offensive mode, creating space on that return. And now they're handing the ball to their teammates on a silver platter for a score.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to Jones. And he will knock it in. The defense holds. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings holding a 10-point lead. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Jones. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. Snap it to McCarthy. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. Set to kick this away. Scott now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Set up the screen here to Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Going play action. Williams. That finds Kmet downfield. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Williams again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
16-yard
play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Complete out to the right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
These He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a roll of dudes, a touchdown. They can make the loss 1 point closer at least. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners.